Here's the story of how a woman who grew up in a shack with dirt floors...
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to them.
Oh, them. Hey, everybody.
I'm telling them about how a woman who grew up in a shack with dirt floors, no windows, and no running water used hair to become one of the richest women in America.
Do you mind if I listen?
Sure. Sarah Breedlove had a stressful life. Her family worked all day picking cotton on a plantation. When Sarah was 7 years old, both of her parents died. A few years later, she moved in with her brother in Mississippi.
That must have been really tough.
Well, her story gets a lot better, but not yet. Sarah got married when she was 14 years old and eventually had a daughter named Lilia. 2 years later, Sarah's husband died, so Sarah and her daughter moved to Missouri, where she worked doing laundry. But she only made $1.50 a day.
But it gets better, right?
Yes, but with all of this stress, Sarah's hair started to fall out. So she started treating her hair with a homemade mix of ingredients. And guess what?
It grew back?
It grew back! Her special ingredients worked on her friend's hair too. It worked so well, Sarah moved to Denver, Colorado in 1905 to start her own business.
George Washington Carver was born a slave, but with hard work and education, he became one of the most famous scientists and inventors in American history. You may know him as the Peanut Man.
Up in the sky, it's a scientist, it's an inventor.
No, it's Peanut Man.
Peanut Man! That's because George Washington Carver invented over 300 products from peanuts, including peanut milk, peanut plastic, peanut paints, dyes, medicine, soap, ink, and wood stains. You could say this guy went nuts for peanuts. See what I did there? Nuts, peanuts.
Can you guess the name I'm thinking about?
Okay, give me a hint.
Video games.
PlayStation?
No.
Xbox?
No.
Nintendo Switch?
No.
iPhone?
No.
iPad?
No.
I don't know! Tell me!
Jerry Lawson!
Oh, Jerry. Who in the world is Jerry Lawson?
Jerry Lawson is a video game pioneer who helped change gaming forever!
Dramatic, yet interesting. Please go on.
Jerry Lawson knew he wanted to do something great ever since he learned about his favorite inventor, George Washington Carver, in first grade.
Oh, you mean Peanut Man? I know him. He created hundreds of inventions out of peanuts.
And Jerry Lawson made inventions out of electronics. He was one of the first African-American engineers to design video games.
All right, Jerry!
In the 1970s, video games were brand new and each gaming system only had one game on it. In order to play a new game, you had to buy a whole new gaming system.
What the world?
I know. Can you imagine having to buy a new PlayStation or Xbox every time you want to play a new game?
That's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
But